the big debate in the Senate the other day was that has the Senate lost jurisdiction because of this ruling? Meaning the trial to begin with was faulty, therefore the whole thing should just go out of the window. Some were arguing that the Senate should move ahead because at the end of the day, the prerogative is with them on this issue. They have the sole constitutional mandate to conduct trial. And then there was a kind of a splitting the difference position that was forwarded, and I'm not sure if it won or not because it depends on how you understand archiving. The idea was that let's just wait first for these de facto oral arguments to be considered by the Supreme Court. And then when final, because the executor part is there, yes, but it's not final yet, right? So I don't know why people cannot understand that. It is true that it's immediately executory, but it is no longer final from my understanding because there's
not changeable.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's executory, but still changeable.
Changeable, exactly.
Yeah.
Still changeable. So what is your understanding of the debate in the Senate the other day, and also the way the Senate leadership, in particular, not only took exception with you, but tried to kind of explain their decision to archive, which is, again, I know it is within the purview of the Senate to come up with their own ideas on how to proceed with things that are within their constitutional purview. But we heard remanding last year, and then now we're hearing archiving a trial. Like, for some of us who are not very familiar about the internal rules of the Senate, it kind of looks like these are new inventions, or there's still confusion about that. So, first of all, Justice, what is your read of the debate that happened the other day? And then, importantly, what does archiving mean? Does this mean the process has been frozen and de facto being given a chance, in a sense that we're waiting for the final decision of the Supreme Court before the Senate can decide on this?
Okay, I first presented three options that, to me, the Senate has with regard to the decision of the Supreme Court. Option number one is to do nothing and wait for the court to finally
deferral.
Resolve the pending motion. So just wait. Second is to go ahead and try the case because that's its prerogative. And that would violate, however, the immediately executory nature of the Supreme Court decision, and that could present a constitutional crisis. So I said that should not be done. The third is to dismiss the articles. And I said this is problematic for two reasons. Number one, the Supreme Court may still change its decision. And if it changes its decision and say that the articles were after all valid, then what will happen to the Senate's dismissal of the case? It would look awkward. And number two is that the Supreme Court itself may then find the matter moot and academic.
Yes.
And therefore will not be able to resolve all those pending criticism against its decision by ruling on the motion for reconsideration. The other thing is the Senate could not really dismiss the articles because remember, it returned the articles to the House, right, and it's still there. And it's waiting for the 20th Congress, House of Representatives, to send it back with the confirmation that they are willing to prosecute it. So you cannot dismiss what is not before you. So it is good that they did not dismiss it because that would have been...
But there was a motion by
there was
Senator
a motion
Marcoleta
to dismiss, but it was amended to want to table it.
Yeah.
There was a move to amend the motion to dismiss to table the motion. And it was not tabled, but instead the motion to dismiss was amended into a motion to archive. And that was carried. And 1941. And I feel that that was a good move. Why good move? Because it did not kill the articles.
Dismiss, yeah.
It's still alive, only it's set aside. Some say in coma. Hindi naman siguro in coma. It's just sleeping perhaps. Archive means set aside but can be retrieved. Okay, so why is it good? Because the motion for reconsideration in the Supreme Court is still alive. It's not mooted by the archiving. So the Supreme Court can proceed with oral arguments and can proceed to revisiting its decision and can proceed to reconsidering it if necessary. And in the event that it says that the articles are valid and trial can proceed, the Senate can recall what it has archived and obey the new decision of the Supreme Court. So it's a good move.